Right. Good morning everybody from Hampshire Outdoors and Survival. So what am I doing today? Well, I'm having a bit of a fitness drive, trying to get the weight down a little bit, get the endurance built up, ready to do this 120k walk next May. So I'm 60 years old, I'm overweight, I'm definitely out of practice. So it's starting with baby steps and working my way up. So I know there's going to be guys out there looking at this going, blimey Mick, I can do that in such and such time and all the rest of it. It's levels of fitness. I've had a bad year really, and I've let myself go, and I'm regretting that now. So it's a bit of a fight getting it back. There's also a part of me that realises as we get older, if we lose it quickly. So what am I doing today? Well, you've followed me so far. If you have followed me on some of the shorts, I've been doing a local route around where I live. That's road walking and it's boring. So what I've decided to do today is I've come out to a place called Fleet Pond that's near me that has a selection of routes on it. Now, these routes, as you see there, are around a nature reserve. So what we can look at is the various routes. So we've got that's the one I'm going for today, 2.5 miles, 4 kilometers, hour and 15 minutes, and I might tag that one on the back of it. So as you can see, there's the routes, but it's also got a nice little 15-20 minute walk, 45-minute walk, and so on. So what's Mickey wearing today? Well, Mickey is trying out the chest rig. Now, I've never been a fan of chest rigs in the past. I've always carried something on my back, but what I've found in the last few days in the heat is you get a lot of sweat building up on my back. So got on the chest rig because all I'm carrying in there today is spare batteries for the camera, first aid kit, a drink and some munchies. That's all I'm carrying with me. So basically I've got the basics in case I need it. In my side pocket I'm carrying a lightweight waterproof jacket as a build-up. And first point of interest, I think it's going to turn out to be an interesting walk. So we've had somebody has built a fart in the woods. Hey look, somebody else's fart. Nice. Nice. Don't know that I'd have used the leaning silver birch as the basis of my fart. Wonderful. So somebody's been out enjoying the woods. What is this? From what I see of it so far, mixed woodland. Predominantly what I've seen of it is broadleaf. Birch, oak, got some nice works of art in here as well. So the foresters have been busy. That's a nice bit of carving, nice bit of chainsaw carving. Yeah, Mickey likes that. And they've got some nice benches here, very similar to the benches on the other part that I walk around. So again, nicely carved benches, nice and sturdy, used local materials. Yeah, good effort. Marked, so yeah. There we go, number 1. So we're going to be following this path. That's marker number 1. Let's do it. So yeah, nice. Temperature today is 18 degrees. It is overcast. There is a slight chance of rain. Oh, rowan. Oh, look at the berries on that. Rowan or mountain ash. That's fruit on that. Again, can be harvested and cooked. Got to be cooked. Don't eat them raw. Okay, they'll upset your stomach badly. Oh, and there, on the back of that. Birch Polyol. Do like a Birch Polyol. So I'm already 5 minutes into my walk, quite enjoying it. I did bring the music with me because I thought if it's a boring walk, I'll just bring some music and listen to that. But actually, there's nothing quite like exploring a new woodland. Sweet chestnut over to my right there, nice to see. Some younger oaks here. Yeah, quite a pleasant walk. Got some nice, I like what they've done there. So we've got some silver birches in front of us that have reached the end of their days. Good forestry management. I like that. These silver birches have been cut in a manner that means they will either come back, which is very unlikely because they look well gone, but what it's going to mean is those are basically what we call bug hotels. So as that silver birch rots back, decays, the insects get into it, closely followed by the woodpeckers. And then the woodpeckers get into it, they enjoy it, they eat the bugs, the tree breaks down naturally, the fungi get into that, the fungi then break down timber even further, and more insects get into it. So again, it's a bug hotel. So quite often when you see a rotten piece of wood stood up, you think to yourself, well, that's looking a bit of a mess, but it's not. It's actually creating wildlife habitat down here. So let's have a look. So it's a nice little viewing platform, if you're a bird watcher especially, because this comes out and this is going to look out over the pond, but the reed's quite tall here, so you might not actually see a lot. So there we go. Yeah, I think you'll just about make out the pond. Yeah, nice view out over the pond there. That's called Lion's View. Let's have a bit of history here. This viewpoint is built on an embankment laid down by the army in late 19th century. A long T-shaped jetty led out from the embankment to which water-based military training could be launched. These pictures date from 1904. Now they're a bit faded, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see them in detail. It's a shame that they are so faded. So by 1912 the jetty had deteriorated badly and it was demolished to make way for a narrow gauge rail track laid down from the main railway line down the embankment, stopping at the water's edge. Geoffrey de Havilland, based at Farnborough Balloon Factory, which later became the Royal Aircraft Establishment, produced several designs of float planes which were then tested from this pond. Trial designs were mounted on bogies and pushed at speed along the rail track by a small steam engine. The engine would stop suddenly at the water's edge and launch the float plane into the water. Several designs collapsed, hitting the water, but a few succeeded in flying some distance above the pond. I tell you what, imagine being the guy sat in that day. So basically, you'd have put your trial float plane on a narrow gauge railway track up there, and it would have come hurtling down here to a stop here, a sudden stop, launching the float plane out like that, and hopefully seeing how it landed, I suppose. Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the age of computers and computer graphics we've been able to modify the system a little bit better than that. Right, on with the walk. Yeah guys, so I'm back on the blue route. Quite a nice path. Kaz, as you can see, you'll probably get your big mobility scooter around here with no problem at all. So let's get that tow bar on the car and get the trailer sorted, because you'd like it out here and it'd be good for Willow as well. Walk wise, yeah, hard, well maintained track, good on my feet, very similar I think to what we're going to be walking on when we do the 120k. So yeah, nice for my build-up training. I'm looking forward to getting that done. And there's all sorts of little points of interest as you go around. Interesting little spots, carvings, there's bits of wildlife notification, there's dipping areas, there's a little sandy beached area, let's have a look up here. So at the moment the report is we have Canada goslings on the water, hoping for the mute swans cygnet soon. Little blue butterflies along the path edges of the heathland. Bluebells are gone now, forget-me-nots in the woodlands. Herons are nesting in the fir tree island at Sandy Bay. Egyptian geese should be raising their young soon. Blue and great tits and nuthatches are nesting in the trees in the woodlands. The reed beds are producing a rich new growth following the management work, and trees are in full healthy leaf, soon to produce flowers ready for winter nuts, berries and so on. Nice. So nice little simple report done by the ranger. And again, a nice little, did you notice the little heathland? Well, there was a little heathland back there. So common lizards on there, green tiger beetles. Explain some of the different heathers to you. Adders, okay. So, yeah. And as it says here, no fear of the adders, just watch you don't stand on them, okay. This is their domain, you're walking in their house. So, again, you have to always think about that with wildlife. So why I often approach wildlife, dealing with wildlife, is I'm in its house, not it's in my house. So, let's have a look. Well, this is nice. Quite enjoying this. Hey, here we go. Hello guys, I've got no food for you. Okay, you've got plenty of scoff out there yourselves. So, I always get the two confused. Moorhen or coot? Coot, I think, if I remember correctly. Coot's white-faced, green-legged, moorhen's red-legged. Down here, female mallards, male mallard ducks. Over there, we've got Lonely the seagull, who thinks he's a duck, he's a bit confused. And obviously a couple of geese. Young geese from the look of it as well. That's a nice look out over the pond. Nice spot. Got a okie doke, yeah. So boats and kayaks and other water vehicles are not permitted on the pond without a permit from Hart District Council. That might be worth looking into. That might be, because you've got a launching ramp here. Might have to see what it would cost for a permit to come out with a canoe. Might be somewhere for me to learn to canoe. However, at the moment, got a blue-green algae warning. Okay. Yeah, don't let your dogs in the water. So, again, don't let the dogs in the water. I won't be drinking that water either, even through my filter. There we go. So, my survivalist friends, we've got bulrushes here. And we all know how much use you can get from a bulrush. Okay, so there we go. Hopefully they come up here. We've got the bulrushes there. Roots are a fantastic source of carbohydrates. Okay, absolutely fantastic source of carbohydrates. Fishing area there, which will be a permitted fishing area. Now to do some repair work there on that dock. Plane coming up from Farnborough Airport in the distance there. The island's there. Ooh, I think I found a new favourite place to come for a wander. I like this. Lots of resources. Not that I'll be taking any. So this is a nature reserve. And being that it's a nature reserve, it means don't touch, leave alone. It's a conservation area. Okay, you might see something that's a resource there, think to yourself, oh blimey, I'd like that. Leave it alone. It's a conservation area and a reserve. So you don't want to be picking, harvesting, foraging here. Just enjoy it. Yeah. Mum mallard and a ducklings. So, little female mallard, a couple of ducklings. And anybody that knows their mallards knows that she went hell. Male mallards are horrible things when it comes to the breeding season. They get a bit carried away, quite often end up drowning the poor old females. Car park to the railway station, so you could literally get a train here, get off at the station, and you are right on the pond. On this side, obviously, you're going to hear the trains quite regularly. Ooh. Ooh. Blackberries. Nice. Nom 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 nom. Willow. Handy for your aspirin, pain relief. More rushes, great for your carbs. This way then. Nice little pool there. Interesting to see what fish are in there. Lots of people there, so had to review the platform over the reed beds. Oh, good habitat that. More willow, oak. Pines, another oak, holly. So we come across a decked area, so obviously it's quite marshy through here and soft. So rather than put stone down and scalpings down to create a walkway, what they've done, they've put this nice raised decking in. Yeah, good grip on it, it's well made. Little areas that you can pull over, have a stop if you wanted. Nice, like that. Working with the environment, not against it. Yeah, that works for me. Good access for those people that are able-bodied. It's fairly flat. No sort of difficulties so far. Yeah, good. So I'll put this high on my list of what I would call mobility walks for those people that may be a little bit more challenged. Right, onwards. Nice little bridge. Stream flowing in there. Nice. So this section might be a little bit of a struggle for a scooter. So this is the add-on that gives you a slightly longer path. But they are doing maintenance work here, so I think this small stretch, they put the sand down and I think they're going to stone that over the top. In actual fact, I think I can see where they've got up to doing the work thus far. So eventually, yes, it will be a hard track all the way through, but it's just 100 metres or so of sand. Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. So yeah, I can see what they're doing. So you can see how they're building, repairing and maintaining these tracks here. So what you've got the sand down as a sub base, and then what they're doing is building the path up on top of it, and that's got to be a good 6 inches of chipping on top of that, so that makes a good firm path that's going to last a few years. Yeah, there we go. So onward we go. Not so much at the moment, wouldn't be so good on puppy feet, might be a little bit harsh on them, but most dogs are intelligent enough to walk off to each side of the track. But with time it'll bed in and settle down, and as it settles down it will become a better path. That's Mickey out. Picture of Tranquility. Right, isn't that peaceful? Isn't that just symbiotic? That's nature working. Look at that magpie taking the flies and bugs off of that bull's face. Just sitting there calmly letting it get on with it. No threat, no worry. So we come over this side and we're on a military training area. And again, standard signing. But we're not walking around that bit today. We're just walking around the Fleet Ponds Nature Reserve. So we'll have a bimble crack across. I've had a cracking day. Cattle, people. I've met some wonderful people. I met a chap with a little dog on his push bike, sitting on a crossbar. Had a chat to him for 10 minutes. Been lovely. Been lovely. Seen lots of dogs. Love dogs. Because I've seen the cattle. I haven't seen any squirrels, funny enough. Yeah, so let's have a look at this. So there we go. Public Space Protection Order. Hart District Council welcomes responsible owners. Fixed penalty notice of £100 and a maximum penalty of £1,000 if you do not pick up your dog poo. And I'm behind that 100%. In actual fact, I'd say sod the £100 fixed penalty, make it £1,000 penalty. That'll make people think about it a little bit. Anyhow, that's my rant over. So we've got a nice bit down the stream here, so with the ferns and that down through there, obviously where the temperature stays up and stays moist. I'm thinking very primeval dinosaurs. Somebody created a little mud man on the end of that post, quite funny, like that. Maybe my walk wasn't as fast as I've been doing on the road walk, so I think this is the way I'm going to do it. I think the methodology is going to be 1 day of road walking, which is at speed, and then 1 day round here, which is leisurely distance, and to alternate them. And I think that's going to be my training regime, is combination of road work, combination of a stroll round here, because it has been a stroll today. I haven't put the, shall we say, the effort in. What I am finding is my calves are straining a little bit, because there's a lot of sort of little ups and downs, dips and climbs. It's uneven, it's not flat. So my ankles are having to work. It's going to help strengthen my ankles. If I just stick to road work in training for that 120k, then all that's going to happen is I'm going to strengthen the muscles for the distance, but not for the stability. And I've got to think about the stability on top of everything else, because this 120k is across country. It's not on an even flat surface. And what I'm going to do as well, saying to Gaz, as I build up the distance and the endurance, we'll start visiting some of the other walks and areas around here. Something behind me then, and show you some of those, because I'm very lucky living in a very beautiful part of the country. Check out. Hello guys, so yeah, that's where I'm going to end that video for today. Now, that was a stunning walk round there, and not long after this I contacted my friend Sergeant Major Rock, and I managed to get hold of General Mistake as well, and those two lunatics managed to encourage one into actually doing a second lap, 2.5 miles, which I then did under pressure. Yeah, which that 2.5 miles banged out in under an hour. Good effort. Enjoyed it. Great walk. Fantastic, and it is a fantastic walk. Now, I'd like to say a big thank you to Hart District Council, their rangers and their staff, and the volunteers that manage and maintain Fleet Ponds Nature Reserve. Well done, guys. Big up to you. Fantastic place. The parking is absolutely superb. Plenty of spaces, free parking as well. And you can access it via Fleet Railway Station in Hampshire. Okay, so again, you can literally get off the train, come off the platform, and onto Fleet Ponds. Absolutely brilliant. It's a beautiful walk. It's a fantastic day out. Any of you that live in another part of the country that want a nice day out, yeah, I would suggest it. Bring the family. There's a picnic area and all sorts. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. Like I do say, and I pointed out in the video, at the moment, if you've got a dog, don't allow it in the pond, and don't allow your kids to play in the pond, because there is a blue-green algae bloom. That's just one of those things that we have to face in the UK. However, that will be gone once the temperature drops and we start getting into the autumn. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really, truthfully, I didn't set out to make this a video. I just really did it as a bit of a walk and thought I'll record some of it so I can show Kaz when I get back. But I thought it was worth passing on to you guys as well. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, share, do all that fun stuff, and join us on further adventures. Right, so next plan for this week is I'm going to get out and look at a bit of emergency equipment, and I'll do a little video on that. Guys, take care, stay safe, get outdoors, have your adventures, have a walk, enjoy yourself. Okay, it's really, really good for the mind, the heart, and the soul. This is Mickey. Love those you do, forgive those you don't, and as always, peace and light be upon you all. Till next time, Mickey out.